All the gunfights, all the car chases, all the sex we don't want to have with women, but we have to, all due to what you guys do.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 scenes where the action hero fails.
You are ready for this?
Yes, Mom. I didn't know Bond passed the tests.
He didn't.
For this list, we'll be going over the moments from action movies in which one of the protagonists screws up or makes a mistake. Since some of these fails end in death, a spoiler alert is in order. If there's an action hero failure that we failed to include on our list, help us succeed next time by telling us in the comments. Number 10. Jack Shoots for the Sky, Big Trouble in Little China. Old Jack Burton may be the protagonist of this cold action comedy film, but he's not exactly competent.
What does that mean? Huh? China is here? I don't even know what the hell that means. All I know is this Lo Pan character comes out of thin air.
Or even the driving force of the movie. When an ancient Chinese sorcerer, Lo Pan, kidnaps women, it's Jack's buddy Wang who's more personally invested. Still, Jack helps his friend out the best he can.
Follow the leader. 1, 2, 3. We may be trapped.
Not very well. While Jack has plenty of hilarious fails to his name throughout the movie, it's during the final confrontation that he truly outdoes himself. Things are gearing up for a big showdown, and both sides of the imminent battle yell at each other.
Feel pretty good. And I'm not scared at all. I just feel kind of invincible.
Jack fires his gun into the air, dislodging rocks from the ceiling. These fall on his head and knock him out. Our hero. Number 9. Speech Interruption, Deep Blue Sea. Samuel L. Jackson has appeared as plenty of action heroes caught in dangerous situations.
We were just trying to do something together, having fun. Things went bad.
In Deep Blue Sea, he plays Russell Franklin, a man sent into an underwater facility to investigate the sharks being researched there. Naturally, everything goes wrong. The facility is flooded, the sharks attack, general action movie stuff. The rest of the group also starts turning on each other. However, Russell, who has survived an avalanche, knows the dangers of bickering during a crisis. He proceeds to deliver an impassioned speech on sticking together.
Now you've seen how bad things can get and how quick they can get that way. Well, they can get a whole lot worse.
Unfortunately, just as he gets to sealing off the pool behind him, a shark leaps out, bites him, and pulls him under. As Jackson himself is fond of saying, "Mother!" Number 8. John is Captured, John Wick. John Wick can seem like an unstoppable badass in his world, a man you'd send to kill the boogeyman.
John is a man of focus, commitment, and sheer will.
But what makes him such a compelling hero is that he still gets hurt, and sometimes, rarely, he loses.
Hello, Francis.
Mr. Wick,
The typical deal.
20 килограммов.
One such case is in his inaugural outing. Out for revenge against the foolish gangster that killed his dog, John goes after the kid's father, Vigo, after luring him to a church parking lot. John acquits himself well in the ensuing shootout. However, one of Vigo's henchmen uses an SUV as a battering ram and knocks John out. But even in defeat, John is still the Baba Yaga.
But now, I'm thinking I'm back. So you can either hand over your son, or you can die!
Number 7. Horse Failure, True Lies. Arnold Schwarzenegger is one of the biggest action stars, but even he comes up short sometimes.
And I talked to a number of people and they all said, you're the one to see.
Really?
In this film, Schwarzenegger plays Harry Tasker, a secret agent in pursuit of terrorists. After confronting Salim Abu Aziz, a ringleader of the cell he's pursuing, Tasker pursues Aziz in a lengthy chase on police horseback, while Aziz rides a motorcycle.
And I want 7 on the north side to box him in. Okay, make it quick because my horse is getting tired.
They eventually get onto a rooftop, and with nowhere else to go, Aziz drives his bike off the roof and into a nearby building's rooftop pool. As if that wasn't silly enough, Harry tries to do the same with his horse. The police horse has other ideas though, and nearly throws Harry off the building. Personally, we think the animal saved him from a more final failure. Number 6. Bond is shaken, not stirred. Skyfall. James Bond is the world's most famous fictional secret agent, but he still has his down moments. After being injured and presumed dead, Bond decides to retire. However, an attack on MI6 brings him back to aid his agency. To return to active duty, Bond must pass a series of fitness and psychological tests. Spoiler alert, he doesn't.
We can always do this later.
You know what? Let's.
He's exhausted by the physical tests. His aim is off with a weapon, and his psych evaluation shows he's clearly still shaken by his near-death experience. M clears him anyway for duty, but is clearly out of loyalty.
Seems you've passed, by the skin of your teeth. You're back on active service.
Congratulations.
Also, so the rest of the movie can happen. Number 5. Shortcut. Hot Fuzz. This hilarious action comedy sees Big City Sergeant Nicholas Angel and small-town constable Danny Butterman uncover a sinister conspiracy in Danny's sleepy village after Angel moves there.
Who's gone? Why are you dressed like a police officer? Because I am one?
There's action, gunplay, fast driving, all the action cliches, but Danny is considerably less skilled than Angel, at least at first. When the pair are pursuing a shoplifter, they're cut off by some unexpected obstacles, so they decide to take a shortcut.
Through the gardens? What's the matter, Danny? You never taken a shortcut before?
Angel can leap the fences with ease, even doing a flip. However, Danny promptly crashes through the first fence and barely makes it over the second one. It's fine, he has other skills.
That was brilliant.
Number 4. You were saying? Die Hard. John McClane is a lone cop in over his head in his first on-screen outing. Still, for being one guy against a group of heavily armed apparent terrorists, he makes some pretty clever moves. For one, when he meets Hans Gruber and the mastermind pretends to be a hostage, John soon deduces that Gruber is lying.
Better being caught with your pants down, huh?
How is a matter of some debate by fans, but John still gives Gruber a gun that isn't loaded to buy trust and to draw out more info. When Hans tries to shoot him, after radioing his men and revealing himself, John is cocky.
Oops. No bullets.
But that soon turns to panic as Hans' men soon arrive.
You were saying?
So, John McClane is at least a little stupid. Number 3. Mission accomplished. Mission Impossible, Ghost Protocol. Ethan Hunt and crew are out to stop Kurt Hendricks from launching a Russian nuclear missile at the United States.
IMF now believes this man, Kurt Hendricks, is a nuclear extremist, codenamed Cobalt. Today he was seen leaving the Kremlin with what is likely a nuclear launch device.
Unfortunately, they're unable to prevent the bad guy from initiating the launch. However, by all doing their part, they can block the signal to it and disable it midair. Ethan pulls a dangerous stunt to reach the launch device in time and hits the button, exclaiming,
"Mission accomplished!"
But contrary to his cheesy one-liner, it does nothing. The rest of his team hasn't done their jobs yet. They soon do, and San Francisco is saved just in time. But Ethan's cliched line still earns him some well-deserved mockery.
You actually said that out loud. Mission accomplished.
I said it.
I'm still corny, Ethan.
Number 2. Aim for the bushes. The other guys. Detectives Danson and Highsmith are prototypical action hero cops. They get the bad guys at any cost, even if they rack up a ton of property damage. And the suspects they're chasing only committed minor offenses.
These suspects were caught with only a quarter pound of marijuana, a misdemeanor in some states. Do you think this arrest was worth $12 million in property damages?
Despite this, they are incredibly popular in New York City and with most of their police force, even if the protagonists of the film, the titular other guys, may grumble.
Maybe we should call ourselves the Febreze Brothers, because it's feeling so fresh right now.
While Danson and Highsmith are chasing criminals, the suspects escape on a zip line from a rooftop, which they then cut to prevent pursuit. The duo decides to jump after them and aim for the bushes.
You thinking what I'm thinking, partner?
Aim for the bushes.
In a hilariously dark subversion of expectations, they fall to their deaths. Not only that, There aren't even any bushes in sight. What was the plan?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Harry's second bar fight. Kingsmen, the Golden Circle. One of the coolest scenes in the first Kingsman film sees Agent Harry Hart teach some street-tough manners in a pub through graceful violence.
Manners maketh man.
In the sequel, Harry has survived a bullet to the head and amnesia, but is ready to get back to spy work. After he's mocked in a bar in Kentucky, Harry attempts to teach the locals a similar lesson.
Are we going to stand around here all day, or are we going to...
Except this time, he's far less coordinated. His reaction time and depth perception are worse, though he still manages to get a few hits in. Harry is still graceful in his failure, but it takes Kingsman's new ally Whiskey to show the jerks what's what. Manners may maketh man, but being a secret agent still takes practice.
What's wrong with me, Melon? I thought you fixed me.
Well, we rebuilt your neural pathways, but it'll take time to get your coordination back.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.